Good evening again, members of the media. Thank you very much for joining us for this second half of this post-match press conference of the Total Energies CAF Confederation Cup. I am joined by the winning coach, Coach Mandla Ncikazi. Coach, 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet. Well, your overall assessment of the match, please.
I'm happy for the players. I'm happy for the team that they won. At least we're still on course of the main objective, which is to qualify for the quarterfinals. I'm happy that we scored 3 goals, but I also felt that we should have scored more. The very same sickness that has put us in a very bad position, even in the league, where you dominate matches, but you just miss the main part of scoring. First half, a bit of frustration that the little chances that we created, and it's difficult to play against a low block. So the little chances that you're going to create, we must score. But I'm still happy overall with the performance, the application, though we could have scored more goals.
Thank you, Coach. Members of the media, opportunity to ask questions. We'll start here in the room. Mr. Peace, please go ahead.
So with the championship basically done, with elimination from the Nedbank Cup, is this now big focus for the Vikings for the rest of the season?
We are still in competition. We have to compete for all the cups that are in front of us. This is one of them. We still have an objective of trying to finish second on the log, so that we can compete in the Champions League. So we just control what is in front of us. We cannot change the past. We can learn from it. We just want to go strong on this one if it's possible. Go as high as possible, and the highest is winning if possible.
Thank you, Coach. Karabo, please go ahead, and then you'll be followed by Vilina.
Thank you very much, Tabang. Good evening, Coach. Good evening to all my colleagues as well. Coach, to be honest, it's been a very, very tough couple of weeks for you, and quite rightly so, because, losing the derby and then being knocked out of the Nedbank Cup, a huge congratulations, Coach. You guys really do deserve it. But I just want to focus on you personally, Coach. I mean, there's been a lot of talks, sack the coach, the 2 coaches. How big a result is this for you personally, and how have you dealt with the pressure from the Orlando Pirates fans over the last couple of days going forward? I mean, this is a big victory, and as I said, congratulations. But for you, Coach, personally, how have you been dealing with the backlash that you've received over the last couple of weeks? Thank you.
I'm feeling bad for the supporters. They deserve better. I am not happy for our management. They deserve better. But personally, as a coach, the day you get hired, you must be ready to be fired. I don't think there's a coach in any league who is not feeling under pressure. And I'm in the same pool. So the pressure, I understand. I understand the frustration of Pirate supporters. They want their team to be in a better state. So more than me, it's about the frustration that they are going through. I wish I could change it so that it can be better, but it is what it is. We're just missing goals. I think we are one of those teams that are playing so well, but we just miss the main part. So it's not about me, it's about the supporters getting what they deserve.
Coach, please go ahead.
Coach, we will see that in the second half. So much more one of the main differences. And also the polish show. So I think that
you can see that we are a team that has instability up front. You can look at the changes. In the previous match, we played Pepra and Lepasa. Today, we played Pepra first half, played 1 striker, and we changed him half time. We're just missing one part. We're not scoring goals. If you were to look at all our games, Golden Arrows, Cape Town City, Kaizer Chiefs, you deserve to win. You create more chances than the opponents. And when you set up your team, you want to create chances and score them. But what gets missing in our play is scoring. I'm sure that in all the draws that we have played in the league, we have been the dominant team. But I understand partly that we were with that team that had players only coming in now. Lots of players did not go through the preseason, but we are here. Mosele is a top professional. I really think he deserves the call-up. We're still going to see more from him. I'm just happy that he has gone through whatever he has gone through. He's where he is right now. And he must just continue contributing into the team. And we win matches.
Thank you, Coach. Go ahead with you, sir.
I just want to, I suppose, like over the 2 days. Would you say where the
Surprisingly, the performance, maybe the last question, the performance of this team doesn't really show that the league is lower or their ranking. When you look at them, they went into Algeria against a very good team, TS Kapili, where they qualified. They haven't lost with a bigger margin to other teams. And the approach was different. From the first match, they pressed us high. In this match, they set in the block. So the responses of what you get, the amount of goals that you might score, because in a block, it's not easy to play against a block because they're very close. You don't have spaces, so you have to be patient, try and go around, try and go on top, individual brilliance. But I think there's a lot of good players. Makakula, I like, number 18. I like Matse at the center. I like Mapalesa, who played as a 6, but he played as a center back. So they've got good players. Even the goalkeeper, I don't think is bad. Maybe he'll get a contract in SA very soon.
So can I ask you 2 questions? First, launch's condition, and then secondly, we were a bit frustrated that you didn't get an earlier goal, make the changes because you've got a super spot on Wednesday, and then you've got to fly to Algeria. Was that in your plan, guys? Give me an early goal so I can take half of you off.
Lodge, we're still getting assessment from our medical team. He's going to go through the scan. Then we will get the assessment from there. How long will it take him to come back? We will wish to have him. The plan was exactly like that. We wanted to rest the players for Wednesday, but you can't rest the players when you don't have the result. And you could see the frustration, which is what we just preached during halftime. That listen, just continue being patient. Patience becomes important when you play against a block. They play against a counter. You have to have a good rest defense, and you have to be patient on the ball. If you lose the ball, you have to counter press. The frustration was there. It was important for us to control it. It was good that we scored, and they could see the confidence growing going forward. But still, even first half, I thought we could have scored. We should have scored in that first half.
Thanks, Coach. Lorenzo?
What that is about how much
Of is a top professional. There's a gap that we must bridge as South Africans. The Kasi flavor versus showboating. It depends on which podium you're standing in to look at it as showboating or Kasi flavor. But for me, it must achieve a tactical purpose. If you do it, don't lose the ball after that. And I was also angry with the behavior of Makubel. After what he did, then he passed the opponent. And why do it in the first place? Not him only. Even Fortune Makaring, after he has done that, then put the ball in the right place. If it doesn't go to the right place, then it doesn't help the team. Do it, but it must achieve a tactical purpose. We are South Africans. And if South Africans can go to these games in the location, I think they are more packed than the games in the PSL. It must tell you that people want the flavor, but you must just have a tactical purpose behind it. He was upset about that. Ofori is a top professional. Ghana selected him without playing a game. I was surprised. You could see his vocal, with giving respect to Mponjane, who has carried us up to this far. But I think Ofori is an international. You can just see the confidence that he brings and he breathes around the defense. And I'm sure it's going to lessen the leaking of goals, because more than the fact that we are not scoring, we're also letting in goals. And I'm sure it's going to improve.
You have your hand up.
Coach, I know this game is just like 8 minutes from now. So we've got a lot of interest in it. But I would like to know, is there an emphasis on last season? I was one of the people who aspects.
When it's still not clear, even in other groups, it's difficult to choose where do you want to finish. But as a professional team, you just have to play games and top the group. You must play games to win. It will be nice if the two teams today can play a draw, so that it can be easier for us to qualify. But I think it's important that you must get a point out of the two games. You're playing away in Algeria and you're coming back at home. And North African teams are not easy to play. We just have to get a point and put a professional performance. But currently, I can't choose whether we want to finish on top. Just for me, we want to qualify. Whoever you get after that, then it is what it is.
Karabo, you had your hand up. Do you have a question?
Yes, Tabang. Thank you. Coach, once again, we saw Bongani Sam. I think it's probably his first, second, or third game of the season, if I'm not mistaken. What has he done to convince the entire technical team to be given an opportunity? And secondly, Coach, are we likely to see him feature, towards the end of the season? I mean, there's 10 more games left in the league, and then also, in the CAF Confederations Cup, are we likely to see him play? And what has he done to prove his worth, to get the minutes that he's got this evening? Thank you.
So Sam was injured for the long time, and he only came back, I think it's his third week coming from an injury. That was the unfortunate part. But at any given stage, he's competitive. He gives Hoto a challenge. He gives us more options of choosing who to play wide on the left. So for him not to be part of the team, it was only the fact that he was injured. But now he's back. The competition is there between him and Hoto.
We'll take the last two questions, colleagues. Do we have any takers? Good. In the absence of any hands raised, Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations again, and all the best for the rest of the competition.
Thank you so much.